Hi, greetings from Greece. It's our last day here, and I thought I'd actually touch base on something that is kind of near and dear to my heart. I love travel, but I also love watches, and I have a collection of watches, and they're not like fancy Rolexes and Patek Philippe's or anything like that. I kind of collect just sort of unique, stuff that I find when I'm traveling and stuff like that. So, not I don't have like I'm not rich and I don't have like an expensive collection or anything like that. But one of the watches that I would like to talk about is called the Alpina StarTimer Pilot Heritage GMT, and it's a fantastic watch. Particularly for travel, and that's come up since we've been here in Greece. Um, the GMT, which stands for Greenwich Mean Time, basically allows you to track multiple time zones, and it allows you to quick set to a different time zone and stuff like that, which is really handy when you're traveling. And I bought this watch secondhand. Then I've had to replace the strap and stuff like that. But it's a really fantastic watch, and yeah, and so I thought I'd get into it and show you the watch. This is the Alpina StarTimer Pilot Heritage GMT. It's a beautiful watch. First off, it's a really rugged kind of looking watch. But what I find is that it really dresses up nicely. Like if I put on a dinner jacket or I want to go out, it really dresses up nicely. And yet it's a rugged, really kind of heavy a watch that really does well while you're traveling. You can see that I've changed out the original Alpina strap. You can get this watch with a stainless steel strap as well, but I think it's really fantastic on the leather, and I personally prefer it on the leather. I realize now I'm filming with my camera, and I realize I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show you how the multi-time zone and the GMT sort of setup works. Maybe I'll do that when I get home and I can properly shoot with my camera. It's here. It is. Here's the watch in Greece. There's parts of Athens in the background, and yeah, it's been a great travel companion. And like I say, being able to do the multiple time zones is fantastic. Okay, so here we are back. Now that I'm back at home, here's the Alpina StarTimer Pilot Heritage GMT. As I said, this is an amazing travel companion. It's a beautiful watch, as you can see. I'm a little bit out of focus there. Let me see what I can do. I just want to show you how you set this and how you use the GMT. But first, let's look at the watch. This is it's got this fantastic kind of navy sort of metallic face. I'm not sure if you can get that. It's really beautiful. Great. It actually the hands stand out against the face really nicely, and it's got this great etching on the back. It's a nice heavy watch. It's really well built, and this is the replacement strap I was talking about. I had to replace it because the other one was quite worn. It's very similar to the Alpina. It's a black leather with the white stitching. It's very similar, but obviously a lot it's much cheaper. So I want to show you how you set it. It's because it's a GMT. As mentioned, it'll track essentially 3 time zones, and you do that with that little marker right there, that little triangular shaped thing. That's actually tracking GMT. The watch is obviously not set correctly right now, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a little shake and get the second hand moving so that it's out of the way there. Yeah, so you can see that triangle is tracking GMT, and it tracks on the inside of the face, while the minute and hour hands track normal time. And then you can see that outside ring that's got 24 at the top there. That's for tracking GMT, and it's for tracking the 3rd time zone, and I'm going to show you how that works. You can see the date's way out. It's actually the 18th today, so I'm way behind. I haven't worn this for a while. So I'm going to show you how to set that. It's going to take a while because I've got to wind it around. It should be noted that the date only changes based on the GMT time. So that little marker has to go around the dial. Each time it passes past midnight is when the date's going to click over. Your hour hand and your minute hands, those turning over don't change the date.
they've got to go around twice for the GMT time to go around, because it's on a 24-hour clock, and the hour and minute hands are obviously on a 12-hour as your typical watch. So let me go about setting that. So I'm going to pull it out twice to get it set. So that's pull that crown out, and now you're going to see it go. Sorry, you're going to have to sort of bear with me as I get this around. You can see I've got it right at noon on the 17th, and you can see when it's noon, the hour and minute hands are of course pointing at noon, and the GMT time is pointing at the 12 at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the 24-hour bezel. So now I'm gonna crank this thing around and get it around to the 18th. So you're gonna see the date click over. Is that key remaining in focus? You're gonna see the date click over when that GMT marker gets up past the 24-hour time. And now it is 1 a.m. On the 18th, which is today, and I'm going to crank that around because it's actually about 12:20 something here. So now there it is. It's noon, 12:28. Let's get it to 12:28, and that is the correct time. And so now you'll notice that the second hand stopped when that pusher was pulled out, and it sort of hacks, which is really nice if you're trying to set your very accurate time. So yeah, so that's it. Now it's set to the correct time, and it's doing its thing or whatever. And you may be thinking, okay, well, how do I track multiple time zones? But here's the deal. As I mentioned, we were in Greece, which is 2 hours ahead. When you travel somewhere like that, you can just go like this. You pull that out just once. I got to make sure I only pulled it out once. Pull that out once, and then I can crank, and you'll see the hour time clicks over. There it's 1:29, and then if I go a second time, it is 2:29 in Greece. And now it's as simple as that. You don't have to wind it all the way around. It's keeping time, and it's also keeping GMT, because obviously that GMT marker has not changed. So it's telling me that it's basically 12:30 GMT time, London time, and it's tracking the time in Athens, which is almost 2:30. Now, if I want to track a third time zone, this is the cool thing about it. I have family in British Columbia, near Vancouver, British Columbia, so they're 8 hours behind. So the bezel, the rotating bezel is actually a screw down, so I have to unscrew that. And if I basically go Greenwich Mean Time, 24 hours minus 8, because they're 8 hours behind, I set the bezel to Vancouver time, and now it's at 24 minus 8 is 16. And then you look at where the GMT marker is, and you can see that it is pointed at basically between the 4 and the 5 hour mark. So it's 4:30 a.m. in Vancouver right now, which is 8 hours behind the 12:30 we are here in GMT. So with this, I'm able to track the time in Vancouver. I've set the time to what it is in Greece, which is 2:30, and I am also able to track the time. I know that it's almost 1 o'clock or 12:30 in London. So it's a fantastic little thing that allows you to do that. Pretty powerful thing. Let me set that back up again just to get the GMT back up to 24 hours, and we can be on our way. Yeah, so there it is. Super versatile watch, as I mentioned. So great to be able to quick set those hours when you're traveling. You go 2 or 3 time zones or 4 time zones or whatever you're going in. You just snap, and it goes right to those. You don't have to worry about setting the time. You're right on, and you're still tracking Greenwich Mean Time, which is really fantastic. So that's the watch. There it is. Great travel companion. Sorry, let me get the glare off of that.
It's a beautiful watch. It's great functionality, super durable, and like I say, versatile in terms of dressing it up or dressing it down. You wear it to the beach. You can wear it with a pair of shorts. You can wear it with a pair of jeans. You know, you can dress it up, put on a suit, and it looks dynamite, kind of in any of those settings. I have to say, I'm not a watch expert, so I'm not here to talk about the movement does this and does that and all that kind of stuff. I'm much more of a just kind of a, this is why I like the watch and this is how it works kind of thing. And I just kind of wanted to show you why I like the Alpina StarTimer, because it's a nice watch. It's a very versatile watch, and I personally just think it's really cool.